Kentucky, Evil Nate Hewitt! Weighing in at 252 pounds, arriving fresh from his last hunt, defending the Elite Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, the Midwest Monster Hunter, Sawyer!
It is time for a championship match. Our good friends over at Elite Pro Wrestling allowing us once again to showcase their heavyweight title and their heavyweight champion in Bo Sawyer in our event this evening here at Backdraft. This title will be on the line. Evil Nate Hewitt wanting to add to that hardware. That chainsaw and that title belt would look really nice together. Nate Hewitt taking a second to have a little talk with his mask there. Where he derives his powers going into his match. Bo Sawyer looks like he doesn't know quite what to think of this guy. Bo Sawyer, of course, making his Envizion debut back in March, defeating the hybrid Zodiac. Zodiac on the losing into that match with Bo Sawyer. Bo Sawyer keeping that Elite Pro heavyweight title around his waist. But now he steps up and challenges Evil Nate Hewitt. We're going to see if he can keep his grasp firmly on that title. This is clean. Nate Hewitt, of course, making his debut here. Started wrestling in 2009, trained by Funaki and Rikishi, two names any wrestling fan would immediately recognize. So he's got the chops. He knows what to do against an athlete the caliber of the Midwest Monster Hunter, Bo Sawyer. Bo Sawyer holding that EPW title since I want to say last October. Winning that tournament for the vacated title and not letting go. He's gone through several challengers for that title, including Yoder, including John Strutch, who we saw earlier tonight, and JC Carnage himself. Couldn't get the title away from Bo Sawyer. We're going to see what Nate Hewitt can do. Something tells me that Bo Sawyer hasn't seen anything quite like Nate Hewitt. Nate Hewitt, of course, big fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if you couldn't tell. He's 5-0 at IWA Mid-South, never lost a match in that promotion. RCW in San Antonio knows Nate Hewitt. Bo Sawyer showing him what's going on. And he can't see him. He's going to have to see him if he wants to be able to beat him. Sawyer always talking to his opponents. Nate Hewitt, I believe, has a few ideas on how to shut that mouth. We're going to... Looks like he's calling back for the mask. I don't think there's timeouts in wrestling, but it looks like Nate Hewitt might be taking one. Something with the mask, and it looks like he's going to throw it back on. The mask looks like it's mended from the skin of his opponents. Let's see if he can get a little pound of flesh from Bo Sawyer in this match to add. The power struggle is real. Neither man getting an advantage after that tie-up. We should point out Nate Hewitt has never been beaten while wearing his mask. His strategy, obviously, is to keep that thing wrapped around his cranium. Bo Sawyer's going to see that as a big target. You can bet. As he wants to keep that Elite Pro title around his waist. Big shove back. Nate Hewitt showing him he is not backing down. He has taken several victims. He's going to look for another one right now. Bo Sawyer trained by homicidal Stephen Davis and the Intimidator Josh Totten. He's been at it for over 10 years as well. laying waste everywhere he goes. There's a reason he's the Elite Pro champion. We might see a new champion tonight if Nate Hewitt can get himself out of that corner and get regrouped. Sawyer with that nightstick, owed to one of his favorites growing up, a Big Boss Man. Also idolized British Bulldog, as well as the late, great Tracy Smothers. Big head, but I don't know how smart that was with that protective mask there. We don't know exactly what's under that mask between the material itself and Nate Hewitt's head. Oh, looks like he's got center control into the corner. Nate Hewitt off the ropes on a middle clothesline takes the Monster Hunter off of his feet. And he's going to take a break on the outside. Nate Hewitt brandishing that massive chainsaw. I don't have the exact dimensions on that thing, but you can see the fans in attendance kind of peel away from that. I don't want to get sliced and diced before this match gets underway. Now these two are going to brawl on the outside, where they are both very, very comfortable. Sawyer has been all over IWA, Unlimited, Coastal Championship Wrestling, World Wrestling Alliance. He's been all over. Former Stride Wrestling No Limit champion and two-time tag champ. So he rolls in and breaks that count. Taking it to Nate Hewitt on the outside, where so many competitors have spent their time this evening. Everyone taking full advantage of that 10 count, this time by referee Tyler Finney. There's a nice post. Bo Sawyer's had his dinner yet, but he had a little post there. It got a nice wrist smash against the apron there, and Nate Hewitt staying on top of him. I think that he knows if he can do the damage to all those digits of Bo Sawyer, it's going to be very difficult for him to pry that mask off of him. Now pulling that shoulder in. A lot of Bo Sawyer's power drives from those massive arms, always working out, always trying to stay in top shape, thick as a tree trunk. That tree trunk looks like it might get sawed down. Hewitt totally dodges that attempted elbow. Scouted perfectly, and Hewitt's going to get back in the ring there. Nate Hewitt taking control of this match. He's been all over the country, RCW in San Antonio, where he held the International Championship for nearly a year. FGW in Ohio. Austin Wrestling Revolution, in Austin, Texas. Coast to coast, north and south, and the mask is off! Oh my goodness, and he got the mask off, and I think that slap there had a lot more behind it without that protective layer, flesh or whatever it is. Bo Sawyer, the Midwest Monster Hunter, hunting this monster right now. He's doing a dang good job of it as he chokes him against the ropes. Bo Sawyer's got that 5 count. He's going to press to 4.98. Pulling the oxygen from this evil one here. He's defending the Elite Pro title against. He's got a well in hand. Bo Sawyer, as I mentioned, defending this title all over, not just in Elite Pro Wrestling, which you can catch about once a month around Odin, Indiana. Make sure you find them on social media, follow them. You can see Bo Sawyer along with several other competitors. Oh! Huge chop there. Bo Sawyer known for those. Big chop and big slap there. I think you might be giving the fans on this side one that they can take home. Oh, the eye rake instead. Taking out the evil one. Nate Hewitt, Southern Memphis wrestling style, doing him favors early in the match, but he's going to dig into that playbook. He plans to massacre Bo Sawyer here. I mentioned no one has ever beaten him while he has that mask on. Looks like a lot of his power comes from that mask. As long as Bo Sawyer keeps him away from it, I think he's got a slight advantage. Showing why he's the champ. Doesn't care what the fans have to say, obviously. Evil Nate Hewitt swinging at nothing. I think his eyes are crossed. Big slap there over. Oh, Sawyer looks like he's going to take a trip into the rope and come back. Big clothesline. He can hold him down, and no, Evil Nate Hewitt. He's still going. Oh, Sawyer letting him know he is wrestling this match at his pace. Dictating the pace of this match with Bo Sawyer because he knows he has to do whatever he can, including rake in the eyes of his opponent. Any advantage he can take, anything he can get away with. Tyler Finney, it's up to his discretion. The championship advantage goes to Bo Sawyer going into this match. Can only lose the title on a pinfall or submission. So if he decides to get himself disqualified and count it out, he will keep the title. If Nate Hewitt can get it back together, I think that he can find a way to knock Bo Sawyer's train off its track. Nate Hewitt. Oh, there's a big shot. Showing Bo Sawyer. A bit of a lumberjack himself. Big back elbow. Knocking Hewitt down, cutting off any momentum he might have just built there in the last few seconds. He is the champion for the reasons I mentioned. Nate Hewitt, not even knowing he was going to be in a match for a title as he showed up to the arena, his eyes lit up. He revved up that chainsaw and said he was ready to go. He wants some gold. He wants to take that belt back to Kentucky. Elbow straight to the chest of Nate Hewitt. Shoulder up once again. I don't know where he's getting it from, but Nate Hewitt does not have die in his vocabulary. He's going to keep it moving. Bo Sawyer staying on top, not giving a moment's respite for his opponent. And Nate Hewitt's got to be hurting there on the ropes. Bo Sawyer knows he's got to get him away from there. He will suffer a disqualification loss after a 5 count. Back off the ropes. Big shot. Small back there. He's just wearing Nate Hewitt down. Nate Hewitt fires back with a clothesline. He's going to try to get that pin and the championship. Not quite. He's going back to the mask. I think he's going to get it too. Bo Sawyer. Hands wrapped around that ankle, cutting him off in about the middle of the ring and stomped to the back of the head. No mask yet. Bo Sawyer, that is not your property. I think there's mask to be on the corner now. Nate Hewitt's got to kind of reorient himself. He wants the assistance of that mask. Brings him so much luck in these matches, multiplying his strength, his speed, his endurance. Bo's going to wear him out the corner, throwing those big meaty shoulders in that midsection. How much more of this can Nate Hewitt take? He is evil, but he is not indestructible. Bo's going to put him up top. He looks like he's going to go for the move that's brought him so many victories, the World Breaker. See a big fan of Lance Archer there. Trying to pay ode to him, but there's a Russian leg sweep by Nate Hewitt. Oh man, these two. Support here coming from the crowd. Nate Hewitt, he's got to get back to his feet. A chainsaw he brought out to the ring. Fun fact is authenticated, signed, and used by R.A. Mikhailov, who played Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a big influence here on Nate Hewitt. That chainsaw has actually made its way to the filming location of the house using the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre film, as well as the Part 4. But the less said about that one, the better. That chainsaw gets around, Nate Hewitt gets around, and he has gotten around back to that mask, which he has gotten back on. Bo Sawyer's gonna have to get that back off of him. I don't like his chances here. As Nate Hewitt gets that mask on, as he starts soaking back in the admiration of the crowd who are behind him. I don't know if the fans are behind him out of fear or out of respect for what he's doing in the ring, but he is getting the job done at the moment as he takes the lead back against the champion. And what is this? What is this? This is some kind of grassy moss creature. Distract referee Tyler Finney. I don't know what in the H that was all about. And it looks like he might have made off. Did he make off with the mask? No, he's still got the mask on. Oh, the momentary distraction there. That might be enough though if both can use that distraction by that Gilly monster. Oh, there's the twist and Nate. That is a maneuver that usually ends the matches for even Nate Hewitt. He's just got to roll over and make that pin. He could be the new champion. He's trying to make his way. He's running on empty with gas prices. That's not a place you want to be. He's going to try to win the title right now. And it looks like Sawyer get his hand underneath the rope to break that pin. Tyler Finney says so. You're going to have to get him more toward the middle of the ring there, Nate Hewitt. And he's got his mask on. I don't know what else he can do besides maybe bring that chainsaw in, but we're not going to want to clean up the ring after that mess. We still have matches tonight. 3 big matches still left on the card here at Backdraft. These fans coming out in the heat. He's going to go for the twist of Nate again. That big shot to the back of the head. Nate is stumbling as he hooks him. He's going to get him up for a big lifting DDT. And that mask looks like the mask slide off. And he got the mask off and he got that pin before he could make his way to the ropes.
Your victor and still Elite Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, the Monster Hunter,
Sawyer, the Midwest Monster Hunter, slays another monster. Keeps his hands firmly on grasp for that Elite Pro Wrestling Championship title. Will make Hewitt not losing matches with the mask on. Did not have the mask on after that big shot by Sawyer.